Quick note before we start, I heard your feedback. I've toned down the background audio and tightened my delivery with a fresher, more conversational style. Hope you like it. Now let's dive into today's feature. The top 20 PS5 games you absolutely must play. From stunning exclusives to fast-paced action and PS5 games you should own. Released in 2024 by Game Science, this action RPG turns Journey to the West into a PS5 showcase. Painterly vistas and fast loads. DualSense haptics sell every staff crack and parry, while performance fidelity modes let you trade 60 FPS for extra detail. It's confident and modern yet mythic wuxia through a next-gen lens. Combat is the hook. The staff has grammar, thrusts, vaults, sweeps, layered with tight deflects, posture breaks, and morphing spells. Beast transformations and talismans open distinct builds. Parry-addicted glass cannon or lifesteal bruiser. Arenas matter, bosses evolve mid-phase, and greed gets you clipped. Exploration threads shortcuts and mini-bosses that reward curiosity. What stays with me is the tone. Mournful, heroic, slyly funny. Wukong respects your time and humbles your ego. When it clicks, fights feel like choreography you authored. Verdict. A system-rich, artful blockbuster that raises the bar for mythic action on PS5 top shelf. Released in 2020 by Bluepoint Games for Sony Interactive Entertainment, Demon's Souls Remake is a PS5 launch flex, immaculate rebuild, lethal intent. DualSense turns parries and bow draws into tactile tells. 3D audio prowls at your back. Performance mode hits 60 FPS. Still brutally fair, gloriously cryptic. Boletaria has drowned in deep fog after King Allan's soul arts woke the old one. The Nexus revives the doomed and sends you across archstones. Broken ramparts, sulphurous mines, Latria's nightmare. Peace truth from item blurbs and wary NPC confessions. World Tendency quietly judges your choices, bending areas toward mercy or malice. Fate is authored by your caution or hubris. My take. Demon's Souls distills the soul's thesis, risk, learning, restraint, into something razor clean. Latria nests in my skull. Maneater wrecks evenings. Newcomers get the best on-ramp. Veterans get a pristine pilgrimage. Charge the controller, steady your hands, and step through the fog. Released in 2022 by Polyphony Digital, Gran Turismo 7 is the PS5's precision showcase. Sharp visuals, instant loads, and DualSense haptics turn ABS chatter, curb buzz, and mid-corner slip into signal. 3D audio places rivals. Replays flatter every panel. Progression flows through the cafe's menu books. A sly tour of car culture that teaches eras, drivetrains, and tuning without homework. Physics are readable but unforgiving. Tires heat and wear, aero bites at speed, and weather forces new lines and compounds. Licenses and missions hone racecraft. Sport mode's BOP keeps competition honest. My take. GT7 is meditation at 200 km/h. A loop of focus, feedback, and small gains that quietly hook you. A clean lap sounds different in the controller. Calmer, lighter, inevitable. Verdict. Equal parts love letter and laboratory, this is the sim to master on PS5. If you drifted away, the cafe will woo you back. If you're new, start now and watch your deltas fall. Released in 2021 by Insomniac Games, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Rift Apart is the PS5's show me moment. Instant Dimension pulls flex the SSD. DualSense haptics paint every recoil. Fidelity and performance, RT modes keep it slick. The art direction screams Pixar. It's a breezy multiverse caper. Ratchet and new co-lead Rivet chase Dr. Nefarious across fractured realities. Clank wrestles with purpose. Combat is kinetic and toyetic. Rift Tether, Phantom Dash, and a toy box of absurd weapons like Topiary Sprinkler and Ricochet reward improvisation. Pacing stitches, big set pieces, arena bursts, Clank logic puzzles, and quick glitch runs into a tight loop. My take. Warm, witty, and polished, this is comfort food blockbuster design done right. It respects your time, delights your thumbs, looks wild in photo mode. Verdict. A joyful PS5 essential. Perfect between heavier epics. A reminder that fun is still a next-gen feature. Released in 2022 by Naughty Dog PlayStation Studios, The Last of Us Part 1 is the definitive PS5 remake. Richer lighting, denser detail, quick loads, later brought to PC. DualSense maps rainfall, footsteps, and recoil. 3D audio animates streets. Prestige survival action with a character drama core. Set in a bleak post-pandemic. America, you guide Joel and Ellie through quarantine zones, ambushes, clicker-ridden ruins. Play is deliberate. Stealth first, shots last. On-the-fly crafting, Molotovs, shivs, medkits, turns scraps into lifelines. AI flanks, guns buck, every bullet matters. The remake's animation deepens performances. Accessibility is excellent. Perf and fidelity modes keep it crisp. My take: the darkness isn't just visual, it's moral. Choices bruise and linger. On PS5, pacing sings. On PC, patches matured the port. Verdict: still the benchmark for story-driven action on PlayStation. If you've skipped it as a sad zombie game, give it one evening. Let the final hours argue. Released in 2024 by Square Enix on PS5, brought to PC in early 2025. Rebirth is a lavish middle chapter that proves remake can mean reinvention. On PS5, DualSense haptics punch up every dodge, block, and limit break. Loads are quick and the score roars. Premium top to bottom, confidently paced, built to flex the hardware. Post-Midgard, the story widens into a road trip across open regions and dungeons. Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, and Barret chase answers that grow darker. Materia still shapes your build, but synergy abilities add tag team swagger. The real-time and command blend is snappier. Clear telegraphs and big punishes. Side content matters. Hunts train your kit. Minigames ease the tension. Party arcs land with real nuance. My take: Rebirth balances spectacle and soul. It honors a legend without being trapped by it. Verdict: a must-own on PS5 and an excellent PC release. Tune your materia. Clear a weekend. Let it take over. Choices. Released in 2022 by Naughty Dog PlayStation Studios, Uncharted, Legacy of Thieves Collection refines Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy for PS5. Razor-sharp visuals, instant loads. DualSense haptics make rope swings and trigger pulls feel tactile. Performance, fidelity, or 120 Hz keep it smooth. Textures and 3D audio sell the blockbuster fantasy. It's globetrotting pulp with adult edges. Uncharted 4 drags a retired Nathan Drake into one last obsession with brother Sam, marital strain, old debts, a thief's conscience under the banter. The Lost Legacy shifts to Chloe and Nadine for a tighter run across India. An open hub chapter with puzzle tombs, stealth shootouts, set pieces that still slap. My take: comfort food at Michelin quality. Warm, pacey, polished. Gunplay is weightier, traversal silkier. Photo mode will steal your evening. Verdict: the definitive way to play two of PlayStation's best. Newcomers should start here. Veterans get a deluxe victory lap. Released by Sucker Punch Productions, PlayStation Studios, Ghost of Tsushima shines on PS5 with 4K 60 options. Near instant loads. DualSense cues bring every strike to life. Later landed on PC as the director's cut. A samurai epic with wind-guided exploration and cinematic framing. Its art direction and score carry serious weight. Set in the 1274 Mongol invasion, you're Jin Sakai, torn between Bushido and the ghost tactics needed to save his home. Stances are a martial language. Clean parries, lethal counters, tight dodges make swordplay sing. Stealth, bows, and tools widen the sandbox. Side tales humanize villages and shrines. Iki Island adds sharper duels. Legends co-op is a sturdy bonus. My take: Ghost balances reverence and momentum. The world feels alive. The steel feels honest. Photo mode will eat your evening. Verdict: a graceful, generous action adventure. Ideal for a serene ride or a platinum chase. If it's not in your library, make it next. Released in 2023 by Insomniac Games, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is PS5 swagger. Ray-traced performance by default. Blink fast travel. DualSense haptics sell each swing and symbiote slam. 3D audio threads, sirens through the skyline. Queens and Brooklyn join Manhattan. New web wings stitch the map at speed. Story-wise, it pairs two Spideys and two Crises. Kraven hunts worthy prey, forcing Miles to grow up fast. Peter's bond with the symbiote fuels strength and rage in equal measure. Swapping protagonists mid-campaign keeps momentum. Combat adds parries. Streamlined gadgets. Devastating symbiote and bioelectric kits. Boss fights feel like choreographed duels. Side quests carry character beats instead of checklist noise. My take: traversal remains the genre's gold standard. Now quicker and more expressive. Photo mode will eat your evening. Verdict: a polished superhero epic that earns its spot on PS5. Swing in for the story. Stay for 100% completion. Released in 2022 by Guerrilla Games PlayStation Studios, Horizon Forbidden West is a PS5 showpiece. 4K 60 options. Swift loads. DualSense haptics make bowstrings and metal sinew feel alive. Decima paints jungles, deserts, and drowned cities with striking fidelity. 3D audio and a bold score set the mood. Aloy pushes beyond the frontier, chasing a planet-saving fix. New factions, ancient AIs, a creeping blight muddies every win. Combat is a deliberate dance. Part breaks and elemental primers turn robot dinosaurs into puzzles. Skill trees and weapon coils enable distinct lanes. Trapper, sharp shot. Up-close valor surges. Climbing and gliding smooth traversal across vertical spaces. My take, generous, beautiful. Sometimes busy, but absorbing. When systems click, encounters feel authored by you. Verdict, a benchmark and a must-own on PS5. Cue the expansion to let the arc sing, then tell me which machine ruined your weekend. Released in 2021 by Housemarque, later on PC, Returnal is the PS5's bullet hell fever dream. SSD quick restarts and DualSense tricks turn raindrops, trigger locks, and alt-fire timing into touch. Performance mode keeps chaos legible. Blade and dash feel immaculate. Celine crash lands on Atropos and wakes to a looping search for a signal, and for herself. Biomes reshuffle, rooms remix, bosses mutate. Your build is a negotiation. Artifacts and parasites trade boons for quirks. Malfunctions tempt greed. Adrenaline stacks sharpen senses. Weapon proficiency gates drops. House interludes and found logs stitch a tragic backstory. Optional co-op and the Tower of Sisyphus extend the climb. My take. Demanding but surgical. Melancholic yet propulsive. When it clicks, Returnal hits a rare flow where reads, dashes, and alt-fires align. Verdict. A signature PS5 experience and strong PC port. Do 10 loops. Trust the haptics. Let Atropos under your skin. Released in 2023 by Capcom, Resident Evil 4 Remake rebuilds the action horror classic in RE Engine with PS5 Flex. Swift loads. DualSense haptics make parry snap and shotguns thump. Performance and fidelity modes keep it slick. 3D audio crawls behind you. It's on PC too, but the PS5 package feels exquisitely tuned end to end. Leon S. Kennedy heads to rural Spain to find the president's daughter. Instead, he meets Los Illuminados, Ganados, and a village castle island gauntlet that escalates with confidence. Knife durability and timed parries raise the ceiling. Crouch stealth and tighter aim smooth the floor. Smarter mobs pressure flanks. The merchant's upgrades, case charms, and blue note requests keep you tinkering. Pacing nails the blend. Breathless set pieces. Tense corridors, air to reload your nerves. My take. Slick, scary, replayable. Verdict. The best way to play an all-timer. Essential on PS5, excellent on PC. Released in 2023 by Larian Studios, Baldur's Gate 3 brings D&D 5e to PS5 with a controller-smart UI, quick loads, and split-screen or online co-op. Dice rolls are visible, reactions auto-prompt, and DualSense adds texture to crits and spell impacts. Cross-save hops progress between platforms. Performance mode keeps battles readable. You wake from a nautiloid crash with an illithid tadpole in your skull and a volatile party. Shadowheart, Lae'zel, Astarion, each with sharp agendas. From the Grove to a politics-choked Baldur's Gate, Acts 1-3 sprawl with options. Vertical combat, surface combos, stealth shoves, and social checks that can flip destinies. Build freedom is immense. Multiclass, respec, romance with consequences. My take, agency weaponized. Failing forward makes better stories, and improv feels systemic, not scripted. Verdict, a generation-defining RPG on PS5. Claim the couch, roll the dice, and own the narrative. If you want tabletop energy without the scheduling, this is it. Released in 2020 by CD Projekt Red. Reborn on PS5 with the 2.0 overhaul plus Phantom Liberty. Cyberpunk 2077 finally plays like the swaggering RPG it promised. PS5 brings crisp performance, DualSense cues, kick, torque, rain. 3D audio fills the alleys. 2.0 perks, police, and car combat mesh with a cleaner UI and fast loads. Night City feels alive. You're V, an edge runner hired for a career-making heist that goes nuclear. Rocker terrorist Johnny Silverhand ends up living in your head. From Ripper Docs to Corpos, questlines tighten the screw while letting you bend the build. Netrunner hacks, stealth, chrome stacked brawler, gigs branch. Endings diverge. Dogtown adds spycraft grit and a fixer who won't stop calling. My take, dense, stylish, finally confident. The rare open world where side quests hit like the main path. Verdict, essential on PS5. Start fresh under 2.0, tune a build. Let Night City sink its neon claws into you. The next game on the list is Astro Bot. Team Asobi's 2024 PS5 exclusive, and a bona fide Game of the Year winner. Built to flaunt DualSense, it bakes haptics, adaptive triggers, and that tiny speaker into the platforming. Springs bite, sand rasps, raindrops tap your palms. Loads are instant. Pacing steady. 3D audio places bots around you. The toy box art pops in HDR. Each stage is one sharp idea explored, enjoyed, then swapped for the next surprise. Air dashes, extendable punches, clever gadget cameos keep movement expressive. Optional challenges and time trials deepen mastery without cruelty. It's also a wink-stuffed museum of PlayStation history. Cameos, deep cuts, dioramas that reward curiosity. My take, joy engineered. Astro Bot proves next-gen is a feeling, not a spec sheet. Verdict, an instant PS5 essential. The perfect palate cleanser between heavier epics. Cue it up. Pass the pad to a friend. Watch the room light up. The next game on the list is God of War Ragnarok. Released in 2022 by Santa Monica Studio PlayStation Studios and brought to PC in 2024. On PS5, it's a technical flex. Fast loads, performance and fidelity modes. DualSense sells axe catches, shield bashes, and footsteps. 3D audio fills the halls. The scale dazzles. But polish, UI, camera, animation sells the myth. Story-wise, Ragnarok doubles down on father and son stakes. Fimbulwinter grips the realms. Prophecy looms. Kratos and Atreus face hard truths as often as hard fights. Combat is richer without bloat. Axe and blades return with the Draupner spear. Better shields. Stance cancels. Runics and elemental priming let you set tempo instead of merely react. My take. Bold, humane, well-paced. The writing earns the emotion. The score makes steel feel ceremonial. Verdict. A top-shelf PS5 essential and strong PC port. Whether you chase platinum or just credits, this is mythic action that respects your time. The next game on the list is Tekken 8, released in 2024 by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Built for PS5 at 60 FPS with low latency, it's the series at its boldest. Explosive sparks, punchy sound, a cleaner UI keeps you locked in. Crossplay and rollback netcode keep ranked alive. Training, replay coach, and ghosts help you improve fast. Customization runs deep, from gloves to life bars. Story-wise, the Mishima and Kazuma feud ignites again. Jin faces Kazuya in a world near annihilation. But the real headline is systems. Heat turns initiative into damage and pressure. Chip and recoverable health add risk to defense. Rage Art still clutch rounds. Special Style offers assist without dumbing depth. Arcade Quest is a charming on-ramp that teaches footsies by play. My take. Fast, aggressive, teachable. Verdict. A premier PS5 fighter. Pick a main. Lab heat routes. Let the netcode carry you in. The next game on the list is Devil May Cry 5. Capcom's stylish action juggernaut refreshed on PS5 as the special edition in 2020. Expect near-instant loads. 4K 60 or 120 Hz. Ray tracing, turbo cranks the speed. Legendary Dark Knight floods arenas. Virgil is in the roster. Pure excess in the best way. Combos are the point. Nero's Devil Breakers juggle and detonate. Dante swaps styles mid-string, Trickster slips, Swordmaster flourishes, Royal Guard parries, Cavaliere R, the motorcycle saw, Dr. Faust, that cursed hat. They turn movesets into toys. V conducts Griffin, Shadow, and Nightmare. Space control layered over nimble dodges. S ranks demand rhythm, launch, jump cancel, exceed revs, taunt on the beat. Keep damage varied, my take. Few games turn swagger into skill this fast. DMC5 makes the pad an instrument. Verdict, an essential PS5 action showcase. Perfect for quick, one more run bursts or full weekend marathons. Pick a main. Lab a route. Let the style meter judge you. The next game on the list is Helldivers 2, released in 2024 by Arrowhead Game Studios and PlayStation Studios for PS5 and PC with full cross-play. On PS5 it hums at 60 FPS. SSD fast insertions. DualSense haptics sell recoil, artillery thumps, and drop pod landings. 3D audio tracks, chittering swarms, and bot patrols. The stratagem wheel is snappy under fire. Super Earth calls. 4-player squads answer, and friendly fire is always on. The loop is tight. Drop. Execute shifting objectives. Harvest samples. Hold the LZ. Extract. Stratagem inputs. Eagle strikes, sentries, railguns, shields. Turn panic into orchestration. Armor perks and weapons nudge rolls without hard classes. Galactic War meta pushes fronts via major orders. Terminids and automatons demand different tools and tempo. My take: crisp gun feel, hilarious disaster, real teamwork, verdict, essential co-op on PS5, suit up, memorize your inputs, bring managed democracy, mind the grenades. And the final game in our list today is The Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion Remastered, released in 2025 by Bethesda Game Studios. On PS5, it's a respectful rebuild. Modern lighting, sharper faces, crisp materials, near-instant travel, DualSense sells steel on shield, bow tension, spell thrum. Performance and fidelity modes let you favor flow or detail. UI friction is trimmed. AI steadied without dulling the cozy weird charm. You start as a nobody in chains when Emperor Uriel Septim is assassinated. Oblivion gates rip across Cyrodiil. Escort the last heir. Close hellmouths. Get gloriously sidetracked. Meaty guild arcs. Daedric pacts. Hand-placed dungeons. Radiant routines keep towns alive. My take: nostalgia with new legs. Earnest. Colorful. Grand. It doesn't chase Skyrim's solemnity. It celebrates adventure. Verdict: a bridge worth crossing for first-timers and returning champs. Pick a sign. Pick a path. Let Cyrodiil rewrite your memories. That's our top 20 run. Mythic duels, slick racers, cinematic epics, co-op chaos. What should we cover next? PS5 indies, couch co-op hits, or 2025 most wanted? If this helped, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, drop your top 3 and what we missed in the comments.
Yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings, I'm a big